Lifestyle's first application for tax abatement for 2015 was handled in-house. This saved the city approximately $1 million in outside legal fees. We are very happy, the city is very happy to report after months of advocating to New York Rising and a recent meeting with state officials that the deadline ending New York Rising Consumer Mortgage Assistance Program has been extended until June 2019. The program, which provides mortgage and rental aid for those still rebuilding from Sandy, was set to end on January 1st. This will be the last extension granted. If you believe you are eligible, contact your case manager or the call center at 844-9NY Rising. The Army Corps of Engineers has completed approximately 80% of the beach protection project due to numerous fall and winter storms and breakdown of drainage equipment. Sand rehabilitation and new construction was postponed and is now expected to be completed by spring 2019. New homes are currently being constructed and work will continue through this winter, spring, and summer, and are expected to be completed all winter 2019. At this time, disclosures are not expected during summer construction. For more information, please visit longbeachny.gov/public works. Resident parking permits are now on sale. Permits may be purchased at the city clerk's office, room 307, City Hall, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 5 a.m. The office of the city clerk will be open late on Tuesday, January 15th until 7 p.m. For more information, visit longbeachny.gov/city clerk. Thank you to all that joined us for our 5th annual first night on December 31st at the Long Beach Ice Arena. This fun, family-friendly event included ice skating, games, craft, music, movies, snack bar specials, and a special New Year's Eve ball drop. With that, I'd like to wish everyone a happy and healthy New Year.
So the city manager's multi-personnel report has been filed by the city clerk. Can I make a motion to close the meeting?
I will.
Second. Voting, Councilmember Benzos.
Yes.
Councilmember Moore.
Yes.
Vice President Klein.
Yes.
Councilmember Ramos.
Yes. Okay, we now enter our good and welfare section of the evening. Start of the new year, we're going to change up the way good and welfare works a little bit. It's technically supposed to be 3 minutes of uninterrupted time, and that's what you're going to receive is 3 minutes of uninterrupted time. We're not stopping the clock. We'll answer questions at the end of your 3 minutes. If we can't answer any of your questions, we're going to be writing them down, and we'll answer them in the beginning of good and welfare at the following meeting. Ms. Kathleen O'Leary. Good evening and happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Captain O'Leary, Long Beach. I want to speak about two things. First, I went to South Nassau's showing of the new medical facility, and I don't think they were prepared for the amount of resistance that they got from people. It's pretty outrageous what we're not getting and what we are getting. I did make the suggestion to one of the people there that they run fundraisers to get us more medical services here. And they kind of blanched when I said, I know what you've raised from your fundraisers for the Oceanside campus. So as far as I know, they have not scheduled a night meeting. But I really think it's an insult to the Barrier Island residents, what they're throwing us, particularly with the amount of money, excuse me, they got from FEMA, they got from fundraising, and now they're getting from Mount Sinai. And the second thing I want to speak about is the city manager search. I know that we have a city manager here, as opposed to a mayor, like most cities like Great Neck, or is one vote. And I was going to suggest that if we don't successfully find a city manager by the end of the first quarter, why don't we change the charter and elect a mayor instead?
Thank you. Mr. Roy Lester. Good evening.
Whereas the Long Beach, I'm a little surprised you changed the format of good and welfare. Why did you do that? You can take part of my 3 minutes. Why did you do that?
Because it's supposed to be, the council is supposed to hear the thoughts and community, and we are supposed to discuss them. And if there are questions, we can try and answer them, but it's just supposed to be so you have 3 minutes to speak your mind to the council. It's turned into a debate, back and forth, questioning, and it's turned into political theater, and that's not what this is. This is a governmental procedure and a governmental meeting, and we need to start treating that.
But this is the way that the public gets their information, by asking you, by having this type of debate. That's what democracy is about, Anthony. The
No.
debate,
This is not a debate forum. If you have a question about something that's going on in the city, after your 3 minutes, we will answer it. If we cannot answer it, because we need to do a little more diligence on it, I will answer it at the beginning of good and welfare at the following meeting.
and then there's no response to your answer. If I ask why it's raining, you say because it's dogs outside, then I don't get a chance to respond to that under your format. And that to me sounds like something that's very undemocratic, where you cut off debate, where you cut off the response of the public. When was this discussed?
This is not a debate. This is not supposed to be a debate. This is a governmental meeting where if you have a question specific to the city and the functioning of the city, we will answer that question and get you the answer if we can't have it this evening.
Okay. Can you tell me when this was discussed? Because I don't remember this being discussed.
This does not have to be discussed.
It certainly does, Anthony. It's public. It's the public discourse. It certainly has to be discussed. Were you advised by your council that it doesn't have to be discussed?
The charter clearly states 3 minutes of uninterrupted time. I'm actually interrupting you right now.
Well, you're not, because I told you it's okay, and I told you you can take it off the 3 minutes. Okay, and the other question I have is, a couple of months ago, I asked about the money from the beach. I was told it hadn't been counted yet. It was difficult to count it. Has it been counted yet?
I believe yes.
Do you know what the amount is?
I think it's about 4.2 million
Total?
total.
And how did that compare to last year?
That's within 100,000. I think it was 4.3 this year.
All right, but originally you had said, and you can answer, that we were almost $1.5 million. I would like to know what happened to that almost $1.5 million.
Probably would be recouped in June, which is still part of the fiscal year.
I'm sorry.
It will be recouped in June, which is still part of this fiscal year. We still have the whole funding season to go.
All right. All right.
Thank you. Ms. Allison Blanchett. Good evening.
Allison Hunchak. Is this 3-minute rule going to be every city council meeting moving forward?
Yes.
Did every city council member agree to this?
We haven't discussed it.
So you decided this. Is there going to be an election for the president and vice president of the city council?
We haven't discussed that.
It's usually around this time of year, isn't it, Anthony? Since part of my 3 minutes is for you to listen to me and for you to get feedback, I think it's time for you to step down as president. Hughie, you've done nothing but his lapdog and his shadow. It's time for you to step down as vice president. Recently, there was a DWI grant thing that was given, I believe it was $5,000 from everyone saying this? One, and from, was it state, stop DWI? Well, it doesn't matter where it came from. You received money for overtime for police. I'm curious how many arrests, how many stops were made. I know usually during the Thanksgiving time, when we have the enforcement stepped up, we hear about how many arrests were made, how many people were stopped. And I don't believe we received that this year. And I'm curious about that. If you could, I'm sure you don't have the numbers on the top of your head, This is my 3 minutes. Could you release the numbers, because I'm curious to see how many arrests that we did make during, please, my time is not being stopped, so please don't respond now, but please respond after if you'd like. And what I'm curious about, and I applaud that campaign, obviously, you know that I would. But in addition to how many tickets and arrests, what other preventative measures did the city take to move people safely through Long Beach? I had emailed all of you, Bendo, I apologize, I forgot to add you onto that email, but I had, Rob was added on this, you were added on this, both heads of DOT were added on this, just trying to find out if we'll be having bus service on New Year's Eve, is that going to be one of the preventative measures, to get people out of their cars, or people who, you know, such as myself, who don't have the privilege of owning a car, you know, how can we get around the city safely? And no one responded to me. I still don't know what the bus service was. I had a FOIL request and I haven't even gotten that back yet. So, you know, I'm really curious if there were any other, if there was a conversation, did anyone think, how can we get people to move safely and, you know, to make sure our businesses are thriving? Did anyone talk to our civic associations or perhaps our Chamber of Commerce, you know, or our businesses to find out how we can get people moving safely?
Thank you.
Because all I saw in the
Your time is up,
newspaper
Mr.
was nothing
Ms.
but
Blanchett.
photo ops with advocates and public, it was
Your time is up, Ms.
public
Blanchett. Thank you.
safety theater. is
There
all
was
I
one
know.
arrest made, we didn't record the number of stops and the information is given to that.
But you
And
have
we
to,
did
you
have
have to
that.
record those stops, and you have to record that
Thank you,
data
Ms.
to
Blanchett.
submit it back to the state. Will you
Take
be
the time
releasing
from another
information
resident, Mrs.
regarding any
Mrs.
of
Blanchett,
the
your time is up.
stats
Mrs.
from
Blanchett,
the
please,
city?
your time is up.
Your time's
Mrs.
up, Ron.
Blanchett. I've heard that before, thank you. Appreciate that. We did have increased buses and free buses.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Ms. Nori Egan.
No, you didn't. You sit on
Ms.
a throne
Moretti.
of lies.
Good evening.
Good evening, Nori Egan, Happy New Year. Just a question on the new ruling. Do we have to email you to get you to respond, or are you writing everything down on the questions people
What
are
are the
asking?
questions being written now?
So I don't have to follow up with you, you're just automatically going to
If you want to,
find?
that's fine, but we will be writing down.
And is there a time period when you're going to get back to residents
I'm
on
going
issues?
to answer the questions at the next good moment.
Oh, the next, I thought you said you were also, so it's
No,
only 2 weeks.
Standard, if you email, you know, sometimes we get, are able to get an answer out to you in a few days. You email sometimes.
Yeah.
It would be different than the questions here, it's two different things.
Okay, and then my other question is, we're a year, this is our first year meeting of 2019. Where are we on the city manager search?
We're still working on
Is there a reason why it's taking so long? You guys not agree on anybody,
No,
or not down to 5, 10?
it. We had it knocked out and we didn't like where we ended up, so
You
I
know,
don't really want to speak for all the other council members and this.
sorry, I didn't understand what you said, you had a knockdown?
Well, we knocked it down to a smaller list and then we were unhappy with some of the results without getting into personal details and private stuff. And I think I'll just leave it at that.
And didn't we hire a firm?
We are not.
We have not, but wasn't that spoken about a couple of months ago? Or-
Yep, that's in the conversation right now. It's just a matter of being forward.
So we're gonna have to interview firms to help us find somebody, and that'll take,
I'm sorry?
we're gonna have to have a firm lined up of who we're gonna use to find candidates.
If we were gonna hire a firm, I'm not saying we were going to, but we were talking about it.
But do you have a list of firms, so then you have to interview which firm and agree on that, so
We
it
know.
will take time?
There's not too many firms that do executive municipal employment, so there's not that big of a list of them.
But even if there's a trade, you still all have to agree on which firm, which will take time. So you were just, I don't know, for some reason this delay seems to, something suspect about why it is being delayed for so long. And you're putting like the city in serious jeopardy because we can't get a controller until we have a city manager.
I think everyone wants to hire a permanent city manager and allow Mr. Tagby, who's done a great job, to go back to the police department. I think we're all in agreement there.
Okay, but you can't actually sit down and agree with each other on who to hire. Like you, I don't know, maybe it's your own personal,
It wasn't personal between the council
you
members.
can't.
There wasn't a personal difference on candidates through the council members. We didn't like where the search ended up.
So I'm sorry, I don't.
We were unhappy with,
The applicants,
candidates, yeah.
every single one of them. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Eddie Ron. Happy New Year, Eddie.
Happy New Year, President Ronald. Recently, I have been speaking about the city's horrible financial state, our ballooning debt, exorbitant retiree benefits, and numbers that came nowhere near the budget amount. Tonight, I want to discuss the federal single audit, which warns the city of potential violations of state and federal law. Some highlights include lack of a functioning ethics board. As I stated several meetings ago, this lack of an ethics board allows for conflicts of interest to go undetected and puts the city at higher risk for fraud and violates state law. The city does not track inventory on a regular basis. Again, this puts the city at risk for fraud and theft. The city is misreporting its bus miles and bus passengers to the state. In exchange for grant money to fund our public transportation system, the city has to report how many miles buses drove and how many people took the bus to the State Department of Transportation. The city is inaccurately and falsely reporting miles, not properly approving length of service awards. The city participates in the length of service award program, which provides retirement benefits for volunteer firefighters, those who put their lives on the line for our safety. The program operates on a points-based system, with points being based on length of service. Those with longer service have more points. The city council is not approving and reviewing these points. So, my question to President Ron is, again, what is your plan to fix these weaknesses and the others within the report?
Questions, Tom?
Yes.
We are addressing each of those issues. I reached out to the last ethics board, and there were 7 members. 4 of them have requested to remain on the ethics board, and I will reappoint them. I am looking for 3 or 4 others who are taking, changing one of the nuances to it. Regarding the bus transportation, no one requested to say false. You added that, and that's not true. That's false. But anyway, they didn't like the way the mileage was captured, nor the deadhead routes, nor the passenger counts, because the drivers that were keeping them, they kept it on a tally sheet, and then the dispatcher tally would go up. And they didn't say those tally sheets from the drivers, and that's what we were questioning on. We're looking to get fare boxes. We have a meeting next week with a fare box company to put into the buses so that we can get accurate reporting that the state and the federal government appreciates. Were you up, please?
The length of service award program?
The length of service award program. That's just a functionality. That will be brought before the council. The important thing to understand is that we're going to get the same report next year because we got this after 2018 close. So we're going to get the same fare box issue, we're going to get the same LoSAP issue, but going forward, we won't have those for the 19 one.
And inventory as well?
Inventory control is very, very expensive, and the city doesn't have the money to do it.
Well, I'm very happy that the city is making progress on those important issues as well as others. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Mary Golozevich.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay. James Kirkland.
Ed Kirkland,
Happy New
New
Year.
York. Happy New Year, everybody. First, I'd like to start by congratulating Corporation Council on the great representation. I do have a question, is the win also subject to an appeal?
Yes. And it is, I'm sure there'll be appeal.
Seems kind of like flimsy ground, I don't know what they appeal
I couldn't get into it one way or the other.
on. Right, okay, well, anyway, congratulations. And as far as the new ruling goes regarding the interaction here, I was curious as to whether or not any of the other council members are allowed to respond to any kind of question.
Of course.
Oh, okay. And also, it seems like most civic meetings are usually a dialogue as opposed to a debate. So I would hope that you're still going to entertain a dialogue as opposed to debate. Debates can go on forever, so I can understand the limitations being needed there. But at the same time, to shut us down totally would be a real affront to the people who are paying your salaries. But in any case, I hope that that's not going to be the case. And I hope that in the future that things get a little better going. I can think that probably one of the reasons why you're having such a difficult time finding a city manager is after listening to Eddie, and somebody from a business background, I don't think I would want this job. It's like jumping in the middle of a firestorm, jumping down in the middle of the fire in California is the last place I'd want to be, and I'm sure that's true of a lot of people we've been talking to. So hopefully the situation here is going to improve, and we might be able to find more people willing to come in and take a chance. So anyway, I wish you good luck with all of that. Thank you.
I appreciate that, Mr. Burkle, thank you. Ron Paganini?
Ron Paganini, Long Beach. City Council, people of Long Beach. When the head mechanic had no paperwork or maintenance performed on the buses, when the DOT inspector came a few weeks ago, the inspector immediately inspected the only 2 buses in the garage. One failed and was not allowed to be used. Question, what about the 5 buses that were on the road? Should they be on the road? Or are they 100% safe? This is a major liability. What about the other vehicles and heavy equipment that use every day? Are they safe? Why are the fire trucks being sent out to private shops? Well, simply because they can't trust the incompetent boss to get them fixed properly and safely. That's a fact. Eddie Ritter, who was the boss for 38 years, never failed a DOT inspection. That's a fact. And never had a problem fixing any and all of the 240 pieces of equipment in this city. If the city wants to play Russian roulette with the lives of the public and the city employees, it's on you, city council and city manager. But it's very ironic. The one person in the city who truly knows how bad and dangerous the situation is Mike Tenny, acting city manager. He had brought his car just before he became city manager. He had brought his car in for a complete inspection the day before he had to go out on the parkway for a long ride. The next day, when coming back home, the drive shaft fell out. These are the big drive shafts, almost causing a horrific accident. When he got back to Long Beach, he went ballistic on our incompetent head boss mechanic. And he said, I quote, "If it's the last thing I ever do before I retire, it's to get you fired." That's a fact. Well, what happened, Mike? I can't and I won't believe politics is more important than safety. Then again, why is this incompetent boss still here after 4 years of mayhem? City Council, Mr. Decker, please, I'm begging you to research this completely about this individual. And Michael Robinson, he's in charge of that garage and he let this happen. What you do with him is not my concern. But please, in the safety of Long Beach, try to get an answer to that question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Paganini. I will definitely reach out to the garage and find out what.
Thank you, please.
Just for clarification,
The bike ship never fell out of my car. There's never any chance of a horrific accident. So some of your facts,
You're a liar.
you're a liar.
You're a liar. You were heard by 20 people in the garage and I was there. You came in
All
like
right,
a
all right,
maniac.
all right, Mr. Mack.
You're a liar. You lied before here, you lied again. Research that.
I will. I
You
will.
research
I'm
that. Don't be a liar, Mike.
President Romney,
Yeah.
You're a liar.
we just want to request a report.
You're a liar.
What's happening with the garage
Yes, and inspections.
and the inspection, the safety of our workers, the safety of our residents. Thank you.
I'll be back.
Okay, with that, that's the end of our meeting. Hope everyone gets home safe and happy New Year.
Liar.
You were actually incorrect about the findings that it was